Hi, and welcome back to the Learning Center. We've been getting a lot of requests for how to resize an image so that it will display properly on the slider on the website. The first thing you need to do is select an image that you're going to use, that you want to post. So let's go over here and pick pictures. We'll go into our images and we'll select a file. Come down, we'll pick an image. What we do here is we will right click. I'm using Windows 7 and I'm going to right click to open with, in this case it would be Paint, would be our picture editor. You may have a different editor, but they all work pretty much the same. So if we're going to open with Paint, we'll click on that. We'll see that this is a large picture and it has displayed pretty big. So let's go down here and shrink it down a little bit. Just hit the reduction button here and we can see what we've got. Now what we'll do is come up and click on the select tool and let's use a rectangular selection. And we're just going to pick what we want to have here. We don't need all of this other content. So we'll just come down here and we'll select that, and then we can crop it. Click crop. That reduces it quite a bit right there. Again, we will reselect and we will click on select all. At this point we've selected the whole perimeter of the picture, and we can come down. You'll see the arrow change on the cursor right here on the corner. When you have it pointed this way on a diagonal, just grab it with your left mouse button and move it inside the parameters. Remember, for the proper display it needs to be approximately 700 by 300. You want to be inside that, so we'll bring it all the way up to what looks like those values. And say OK, and we'll crop it again. Now it looks kind of small, so we'll expand it a little bit because we've reduced the size of the picture. And we can see that in actuality we're still a little bit big. As we come over here, we're about 850, 900, and we're still bigger than 400. Remember, we're shooting for a width of 700 by 300 tall in height. So let's go ahead and select all again. We've selected the whole picture. We will go ahead now and grab it again diagonally, and we can easily see that we can get it in here to the parameters that we want. We'll go up to the 7 mark on the top, and we've got this handy little ruler here that makes it quite easy. And we'll go over here to our left margin, and we see that we have approximately 300 there. Let's crop it there. We'll select it all again so we can see what we're looking at. We'll go to resize. Make sure you click on pixels. You want to resize this in pixels. And you see we're just a little bit big here. We're at 710 in the horizontal and 318 vertical. So we'll get out of here. We've selected the whole thing, still selected. We just got to bring it in just a little bit more. So we'll come in just a bit to here, and we'll go just a little bit higher here. That ought to do it. Again, we'll recrop it. We'll expand it a little bit so we can see what we've got. You can see that we're clearly inside the 700 pixel mark and clearly above the 300 in height. And let's select it so it can tell us just what the exact dimensions are. And we're at 682 horizontal and 282 in a vertical, so that's pretty close. If we wanted to use that, it would show quite nicely, but we can expand it out a little bit. If we want to go for a little bit more robust, we'll bring it just below the 700 and just down just inside the 300 mark right here. And let's see what that looks like. We'll click on resize. You have to select pixels again. And now we're really right to the edge where it's 698 by 294. And I'm going to say that that's okay. So now we've just resized this large picture. We're going to crop it so that we don't have any outside border. We only have the picture, the material that we want to display. And at this size, it'll display nicely on our slider. Make sure that you save this picture. So we're going to save it as, and we'll go back, and this is Omi, baby sleeping, only a face a mother could love, and we'll just put a number on it. We will save it right there. We now are ready to load this picture onto the site for best viewing. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.